Okay, in this demo I'm going to show you how multi-replicate works, at least in one respect. So again, we're going to open Bryce, camera to director, and let's start with a cube. What I'm going to do is have some other cubes cut into this cube with Boolean intersections. But I'm going to use multi-replicate to make it happen quickly and efficiently. So I've duplicated the cube now. And now I'm going to just move it to the outside edge here. Again, clicking these view memory buttons, so if your view gets off somehow, you can always go back to that original view. Okay, so first thing I'll do, rather than try to take it to the outside of the cube, I'm going to resize this. Bring it down toward the bottom here of one side of the cube. So just to show you what I'm doing here, I'm going to have this rectangle stick out of the side of one of the sides, I guess, of my larger cube, and it's going to cut into it with a Boolean intersection. Okay, so now I'm just using the trackball here so I can see it better. Okay, looks a little low there too. I want to raise it up. Okay, now I'm going to multi-replicate this. I'm going to create about four or five others. So I'm going to go to Edit, select multi-replicate. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the Y offset because I'm going to be multi-replicating them along the Y axis. These down on the bottom, all the sizes have to be 100%. Okay, I'm going to multi-replicate several here. So here's where you put your number under quantity. And then you just want to offset the one axis. So I'm going to punch a number in here under the Y axis. Let's say 4. And if I check it, now you'll see it's multi-replicated the additional 5 that I told it to. And it's all offset along the Y axis. So that's why you're seeing them all move up vertically, because they offset along the Y axis and they moved up. So now I can group these together and just resize it to fit the cube. So I'm just bringing down the Y axis. Now there you go. So you have them all lined up. Here's a crucial step though. You're going to want to ungroup them again once you see that they've all lined up. That's very important. You can't have anything already grouped when you do Boolean intersections. So go ahead and ungroup it. So U for ungroup, but leave them all selected. Now you can change all their attributes at once. So click on A and select negative. Now they all become negative at once. But remember, the crucial step is to ungroup them first. Okay, nothing can be grouped before you create your Boolean intersections. That's a key detail to remember. Okay, now we're going to select the larger cube. And we're going to make that positive. Okay, so all the smaller cubes are negative, the larger object's positive now. Now is when you want to group. You're going to select everything. Just getting a different view here. I don't want to select the camera, of course, and shift click on the floor to deselect it, and go ahead and click G, and you should see the smaller cubes cutting into the other. There you go, it worked out. So you're seeing those indentations where the negative objects or cutting into the positive object. So that's a great way to create Boolean intersections quickly by using multi-replicate. Okay, now what I'm going to do is put another indentation along the side, just one slightly larger cube there, just to create some shape variation and give the eye something interesting to look at. So again, I'm just using one cube on either side. Okay, and I can just adjust my view here. It's looking good. And it has to stick out of the other object. Keep that in mind. It has to exceed the edge of the other object. So now I just duplicate that, rotate my wheel here with the trackball, or my view, excuse me. Line that up. Okay, now I'll select both, shift click on the other object. Again, attributes, I'm going to select negative, check mark, and now I'm going to regroup everything. I did ungroup the cube first before I did this, just so you know. So again, you'll have to ungroup it if you want to go back and create more Boolean intersections on the same object. That's just an easy step, but you can't forget to do it.